Just as Nick was mocking Jack, Jack kicked the ball straight from the kickoff spot and sent it flying toward the goal. Before the goalkeeper could even react, the ball was already in the net. Everyone was completely stunned. Nick even wondered if he was hallucinating. However, the moment Nick's teammate kicked off, Jack sprinted forward and kicked the ball into the goal once again. Everyone was shocked all over again. Nick decided it was time to show his true strength. However, Jack instantly appeared right in front of him. The ball was kicked into the goal yet again. Even more unbelievable, one of Jack's teammates headed the ball, sending both the defenders and the ball into the goal together. Then Jack struck the ball in midair, kicking both the ball and the entire team into the goal. One teammate even stuck the ball to his stomach and ran straight into the goal with it.
咩話？40-0。
However, in the semifinals, they ran into a powerful opponent. The opposing team was incredibly fast.
有冇咁快啊？要威下咋嘛？
And could cleverly evade pressure. Their ball control was extremely polished, and their teamwork was perfectly coordinated. They quickly advanced to the front of the goal. Nick's teammate Bruce didn't seem concerned at all. At that moment, the opponent fired a powerful shot toward the goal. Bruce simply waved his hand, and the ball was knocked away. Feeling humiliated, the opponent blasted another hard shot at the goal. Bruce turned around and knocked it away again. Even when other players followed up with rebound shots, Bruce blocked every single one. After securing the ball, he even struck Bruce Lee's iconic pose. Seeing that the opposing players were completely exhausted and that the goalkeeper was positioned too far forward, Bruce held the ball with full force, straight toward the opposing goal. The ball landed perfectly in the net. That goal left the opposing players in total disbelief. Nick happily waved his finger toward the coach. Everyone embraced and celebrated the victory together. But in the upcoming final, they would have to face the defending champions. That team had undergone special training. Their strength was far superior to Nick and his team. However, the coach immediately notices something is wrong. Bruce's hand is already injured. The ball rockets toward the goal like a ball of fire. With no other choice, Bruce blocks it with both hands. But the impact is brutal. The force tears his uniform apart and sends him crashing to the ground. He's completely unable to continue. Helpless, Bruce watches the opposing player. His teammates sprint back as fast as they can, but it's too late. The ball slams Bruce all the way into an advertising board. His teammates stare in disbelief at what just happened. Shockingly, the referee rules it out of bounds. Bruce, badly injured, is forced to leave the field and be substituted. After that, the opposing team begins playing dirty. Small, sneaky fouls happen constantly, and players keep getting hurt. Fortunately, the first half finally comes to an end. As soon as the match began, they suddenly formed a Shaolin Luohan formation. But they were quickly knocked away, one by one, by the ball. At that moment, the opposing players all charged toward the goal. With no other choice, Jack had to let John step in as the goalkeeper. Facing an all-out attack from multiple opponents, John knew the situation would be extremely dangerous. The coach on the sidelines was also deeply worried about him. John immediately pulled out his phone and made a call to someone important.
喂，我真啊，係啊，呢20年嚟，我有句説話一直想同你講，其實我愛你。
After hanging up, he stared firmly at his opponents. The opposing team took a shot, sending him flying several meters backward. But John refused to give up and pushed himself to keep blocking the shots. Each time the opponents fired, the ball slammed violently into his body. Before long, his body began to sway. He was almost unable to stay on his feet. Yet at that moment, the opposing team's owner ordered the players to be even more ruthless. This time, the ball they kicked shot toward him like a blazing fireball. By now, John was seriously injured. He was holding on purely through sheer willpower. Just when everyone thought John was about to collapse, something unbelievable happened. Enduring the intense pain, he absorbed the ball against his abdomen. He channeled his strength and blasted the ball back out. 2 opposing players were sent flying. Everyone was stunned by this unbelievable scene. At that moment, Jack sprinted toward the loose ball and passed it to a teammate. After a quick exchange, the ball was sent back to Jack. Jack immediately executed a bicycle kick. The ball spun rapidly toward the opposing goal. Just as the goalkeeper was about to catch it, the ball suddenly changed direction when it hit the ground. At that instant, the goalkeeper slammed into the goalpost. The ball was knocked straight out. Unwilling to give up, Jack tried to regain possession, but several opposing players viciously slide tackled him. They pinned one of his legs down. Another player violently kicked his leg. With very little time left in the match, the opposing owner demanded they finish the game quickly. Their captain glared fiercely at the goal John was defending. Then he leaped into the air. As he spun, he gathered all his strength and struck the ball with maximum force. John also braced himself. The ball rocketed toward the goal at extreme speed. Once again, it smashed into John's body. His uniform was completely shattered by the impact. His body was severely injured. Just like that, John was forced to leave the field. Just as the team, now down a player, was preparing to give up, Lisa appeared. Everyone was stunned. However, she even walked over to stand next to the opposing goalkeeper. Her teammates instantly lost confidence. The opposing team's owner was amused by the scene. Lisa awkwardly ran back toward her own goal. Her teammates sprinted forward, but the ball landed at the feet of an opposing player. At that moment, the opponent's eyes were filled with determination. Suddenly, Lisa used Tai Chi techniques. The opposing player clamped the ball between his feet. He leapt high into the air. His posture looked like a demon about to strike. Then he spun the ball rapidly beneath his feet. A sinister aura gathered around the ball. It transformed into a blazing flame. The opponent forcefully blasted the ball toward Lisa. The flaming ball rushed straight at Lisa. Suddenly, she spun her hand rapidly. Using Tai Chi, she skillfully neutralized the shot. The ball continued spinning on her fingertips. Jack was completely stunned. The coach also realized just how powerful Lisa was. She then slapped the ball hard. A mysterious force accelerated its rotation. Lisa switched hands. She unleashed another mysterious technique, further increasing the spin. Seeing the trust in Jack's eyes, she knew she had been fully accepted. She tossed the ball into the air. Jack immediately leapt into the air, constantly spinning his body, and powerfully struck the ball. The ball plunged downward at high speed. Blades of grass on the field instantly wrapped around the ball as it surged toward the opposing goal. As it reached the goal, the massive impact hurled the opposing players into the air. The ball landed perfectly within the goal. At that moment, the opposing team's owner, Nick, couldn't handle the shock and accidentally fell from the stands. The opposing players were now all sprawled across the grass. The Shaolin team secured victory with this decisive goal. They also claimed the championship of the series.